If you've ever wondered if there's a way to fund your future medical cost, there is. And I want to tell you about it. Get the pen and paper out. Hey everybody, this is Dominique Henderson with djh-capital Management, and I want to get right into the topic today of HSA investment. What you can do in order to turn this into basically a long-term care health policy for you. Now, long-term care in this country has skyrocketed over the years. I've had clients that have paid enormous amounts of money. If you just want some alarming stats, I'll link those down there below. There's probably about 50 that would really knock your socks off. But I will say that at almost $4 trillion spent per year on medical costs, that we are more than twice any other developed country here in the United States. So just imagine when you get older, I'm 40, almost 43 now, in the next 22 years when I'm eligible for Medicare, what that cost would be. Now, is there a way to kind of defray or even offset all of that cost with a special investment strategy? Yes, of course it is. And let's get right into it. Now, let's talk about why you would even need to do this, because there are three likelihoods. The first likelihood is that as you age, you will need increased medical coverage. That's likely. The other likelihood is that care at that age is going to be more expensive than it is right now because you'll be older, not younger. The other likelihood is if you have not put together some type of saving strategy, you're going to have to use your retirement savings or other funds to supplement your health care costs, which is going to take away from what you've saved for retirement, for vacations and things of that nature. So those three likelihoods make it so that you need to have a strategy just for medical cost. Now, this is where the HSA comes into play, the health savings account. Now, we've talked about health savings accounts before on this channel, and I'll link those up in the cards so that you can watch those other videos. But basically, this is a 3 times tax saving strategy, meaning that in 3 different ways you save taxes. The first is you don't pay taxes on the money that you contribute to the HSA currently. So for 2018, you make $200,000. If you put $6,950 into the HSA or $6,900 into the HSA, then you do not have to pay taxes on that $6,900. You also get to invest that $6,900, and as it grows, you won't pay any taxes on the growth. And as long as that's the second way, and as long as you withdraw that money or distribute that money from the plan without or by using it for medical expenses, you pay no taxes. So those are the 3 tax benefits for the HSA. And that's reason number 1, you should be using one, and you should have a strategy for using one. Now, number 2, how can you use the HSA to its maximum? Like, how can you optimize the usage of it? Well, there's 3 things. First, you want to contribute the maximum. For 2018, the maximum is $6,900 for a family, and roughly half of that, $3,450 for a single person. Now, you have to be using a high deductible health plan at your employer, not the normal PPO. You have to use an HDHP in order to use the HSA. So the first thing is to contribute the maximum. The second thing is to start investing early and use growth mutual funds. What does that mean? Well, most HSAs are going to allow you to invest into mutual funds after you get to a certain limit. And what you basically want to do is start early, hopefully in your 20s or so, and just invest into growth stock mutual funds the whole time. The third thing is don't touch that money. Don't use it for current medical expenses, even though you can, but don't use it. Now, the whole point around these is if you use these 3 things, you're going to be maximizing that and getting the largest amount of money that you possibly can from this particular strategy. Now, the third thing with your strategy is you're going to want to take what you would normally pay in a long-term care policy and substitute that with your HSA. So around age 55 or older, you'll probably start looking at long-term care policies. Long-term care policies are just policies that are specific to insurance, specific to your long-term care. So if you're not able to do one of the 6 activities of daily living, like feeding yourself, bathing yourself, using the restroom, yada, 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 dressing yourself, then you can buy a long-term care policy that will basically allow you to go into a facility that will help you do those things. Now, that can be pretty expensive, like I said earlier. Now what you would want to do is use your HSA that you've been saving for in your 20s, and hopefully you got $200,000 or $300,000 or even more that you can now use to pay the premiums on that long-term care policy, or better yet, not even have a long-term care policy. Just use your HSA. It's money that you've already accumulated and saved for. You'll pay no taxes on the distribution. The likelihood that a long-term care policy is probably going to be way too expensive, probably at least 50% more costly than it is right now when you and I reach that age, is very high. So that's why you want to start with your HSA now, putting money into it, maximizing it every year, using it in a manner where you're not taking from it, but you're just collecting the benefits of compound interest over time, and the benefits of no taxes, rather, not deferred taxes, tax-free. All right, now, hopefully that was helpful. If you enjoyed the video or it was helpful, please do me a favor and like or comment below, and consider subscribing to this channel so that you can get more updates around HSA, employment benefits, and just all things financial literacy. See you later. Bye for now.